Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the live stream. Today we'll be doing the Claymore, the steel Claymore, for Skyblivion. I have a picture here. This is the one we'll be doing. We are trying to base the weapons from the mod on real weapons as well. So, for example, the mace, the two-handed mace, the hammer, you won't find it like this. We will be looking the steel weapons later on when we are done with this claymore. So for a start, I'll be modeling the weapon in 3D, and then we will texture it and import it into the game. I hope you understand my English. As you probably see now, I'm not an English speaker. I'm Spanish, so my accent is a bit strong. But anyway, I also hope you can hear the music well. If there is any problems, please tell me in the chat. I'll try to be also a bit focused on the chat, but well, I'll try my best. So let's get started. For a start, I'm going to create a plane and import this picture into the 3D program so I can see the reference. Thank you, Ben. I'm trying to do my best with English. You can hear any music. Give me a moment. This music is a bit calm. This one should be good enough. Tell me if you hear the music now. I'm gonna turn up the music a bit more. Now the music is good? Oh, perfect. If it's still not really good, I'll turn it up even more. Okay. Let's get started. First, I'm going to check out how many pixels the image has, so I can have it perfectly in the modeling program, and I don't make it out of proportions. This is not the length. Okay, there we go. Going to scale it a bit and put it on the center. Okay. Now I'm going to drag the image into the 3D view. I'm also going to put it on the top as well, so I can see it on the top, and move it a bit on the axis. You say the music is too loud. Okay, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Maybe that's good. As there is a bit of delay on the stream, I have some problems with the with reading the chat and all that. That's good. Okay. Let's create a box, and well, first we're going to move the image a bit so we can have the claymore in the center of the scene. Okay, now we're going to create a cube. And we are going to give the cube more or less the same size on the X and on the both axes. Well, basically on all of them. I'm going to put them on 5. Then we can scale them a bit. I'm going to center as well. And I'm also going to center the pivot on the model. There we go. I'm first going to start with the hilt. I also have some references. This is the Claymore of Oblivion, the steel one. As I told at first, in the start of the streaming, we are trying to make the Skyblivion weapons look like real ones. We don't really want weird weapons. So this one is really good. The shape and the proportions are really good. So this is, for example, another reference I took, so we can base it a bit more realistic. This one as well. I took this one because of this thing here in the guard on the blade, as the Oblivion one also has this, and I wasn't very sure how to make it. We also have this other one. Apollo, you ask, when it comes from designing the weapon, how exactly do you create the design from the reference? Well, yeah, you basically need some references, and that's what I'm explaining right now. You take references from the real life, if you can. If you're not adding realism, you need like imagination, and try to think how it will work. As we are doing this on kind of a realistic way, we are trying to take references from the real world. So for me, as I'm doing the weapons of the mod of the steel set, we are trying to take references from real swords. I'm also reading the chat on both on YouTube and on Twitch, so I'll be answering the questions on both platforms. I'm from Spain. Okay, now we are going to make a cylinder out of this cube. And for that I have to create edit poly modifier to the cube. We're going to make a few swift loops and put them in the center. This might not be the best workflow for making weapons and stuff, but it's something that has been working for me for a while on making weapons, so yeah. Mook Khalid asks in Twitch, you sound quite young, you are 18 or something. I'm 20. K Gamer, I have experience with Maya and 3ds Max. I use Maya for some stuff. I mean, I mainly use 3ds Max for 3D modeling, and Maya for UVs, and also to reduce the polish of the weapon. But yeah, I use both. In the university, I learned Maya, and I learned 3ds Max on my own. Saga City on Twitch asks, what is your favorite weapon so far in the Elder Scrolls series? Well, I personally love the silver weapons in Skyrim, but also the steel ones. I don't think I really have a favorite weapon, but I absolutely love the Stamford mod from Insanity Sorrow. It's so cool. Joseph from YouTube. I'm making the steel Claymore. And yes, I am from Spain. We are going to make here a few cuts. I got in the modding community because I've been doing mods since I was like 9 or something, and well, I simply love it. I started with Fable and Star Wars Battlefront, and then with Oblivion, Fallout New Vegas and such. I'm going to extrude these polygons here to make the details here. Let me take the reference. If you see, there is some steel rings on the hilt, so I'm going to make those right now. So I'm going to use extrude here, extrude polygons by polygon. No, it's local normals. Okay, there we go. I have to make these ones a bit more like that's not good. Give me a second, I have to select these ones. There we go. I'm going to put them more in the middle. I hope you are hearing the music well. This song, I think it's way too quiet. Give me a moment and I'll change it. The Carlo from Twitch. Since I joined the project, I've been working on the steel set, and that was like 2 months ago. I'm not very sure. Sahil, yes, we stream on Twitch as well. Brotoval, yes, I was doing mod science. I was 9. Nasif, well, I'm still even learning modeling. I'm not really a professional, though I'm a 3D artist. But yeah, you learn things every day, really. On the weapon development team, well, we mainly have 3D modelers, and we claim different models to make. Like, for example, I'm doing these weapons. There is some other 3D artist doing the other weapons and such. Okay, so we have the rings here, and now I think there is another ring down here. Up here doesn't really seem to be a ring, though I'm going to put it as well. Jar Jar Binks. I learned English basically just doing all this stuff from modding and everything you end up learning. And also because I play Elder Scrolls Online, and there I learned how to speak in English as well. Sagacity, the most difficult part of working on this project. I'm not really sure, at least on my case. I suppose it's finding time, because motivation in my case doesn't lack, because I really want to see this project be something. I really want to see Skyblivion be something and finally be able to play it. But I think it's mainly finding time because most of, well, practically all of us, the developers, just do this as a hobby, and we have our own real life. We study, we have jobs and all that kind of stuff. Foldy, I prefer, well, as I said earlier, in 3ds Max I model, and in Maya I do the UVs and the well, there I reduce the polys. Okay, let's make this a bit smaller because right now it's just a cylinder. So Snark, yes, I've played the Stalker and it's one of my favorite series. Booster from Twitch. Unwrapping in 3ds Max is I'm still learning how to do it because I don't know. I'm not really sure where to get it. But well, I guess I'll end up learning and probably just stop using Maya. Okay, I think we have the hilt right now, at least the low poly. I'll explain my workflow a bit later when we have the entire model on about how I make the smooth and everything. It is a kinda special way. Ben Wallace, I'm not sure if we have done Umbra. Myself, I haven't. Sarcastic Ham, you ask, do you have to study the real life images for anything you need to model? Well, you kinda have to, but not really study. You need to like make sure you understand what you're trying to model, that you understand the proportions, and even more when you are making the textures, you have to make sure that you understand how the material is, like how it reflects the light, the colors it has. We'll see this later in a bit when I'm done with the model. Saffron from Twitch. It, well, depends. I usually can make a sword in less than an hour on about the modeling, but I'm not exactly sure how much exactly. Like the texture and importing it into Skyrim takes quite a bit. I would say 1 hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay, so we have this. Maybe I could place this Claymore on this guard. Of course, these sides are going to be twisty, like the others, like the other weapons. Aislinn, yes, the texturing can take longer than the modeling, but it really depends on what you're doing. Myself, I've done so many weapons already that I just make them really fast and try to have them being on a good quality. Let's see. I've closed my reference. Okay, it's this one. I'll have it here on my second screen. Booster from Twitch. I use Substance Painter. I think I'm going to do this a bit like that. Okay. I'm going to cut it on half so then I can make the mirror. Booster, Substance Designer is amazing. I'm also trying to learn it because I'm doing another project on my own, and it's really hard. At least for me, it's been quite hard to learn it. Okay, there we have. Okay, maybe like this it works cool. I'm going to make this smaller. Brain Chill. Yes, the thingy with PBR is that the Skyrim doesn't use it, so it's a bit hard to make it work, but you can achieve really good results in the end. Well, it's what we are going to use in a moment, so we'll try to get nice results. Okay, let's see how I do this. Salway, I don't have any experience with Quixel. I mainly use Substance Painter. I was going to try Mari, but in the end I did not. Okay, I think this should be good. We can edit it at any time. Maybe put it a bit longer, like this. It's at least what it looked like in Oblivion. Okay. Yes, it is a Spanish accent. Okay, now we are going to make these parts. I need, like, the Oblivion weapons look so low resolution that it is really hard to get details. Like, for example, I'm not really sure how I'm going to make this detail in the guard. Alright. So for this, I'm going to make a cylinder. I'm going to turn it 90 degrees. Okay. I don't want any height segments, and no, that's alright. I'm going to edit it now. Okay, we'll see how this looks later. Mukhalid, no, I don't really recycle the weapons. The only thing I've done, like, let me show you this one. If you like, my first weapon for this set was the axe, And this, you see this twist thingy? I tried to use it as well in the axe and in the mace and the hammer, but it didn't work well, so I remade it, because it's not really hard to make it. Cedris, yes, there is a lot of sides on this cylinder, but we are going to reduce it later, the police. We don't really have any things from what I've been told about how the, actually I'm making this wrong, I'm going to delete it. For the poly count, like I'm mainly trying to make that the weapons aren't really high poly. I'm doing my best to keep them as low poly as possible. Actually I'm just going to make it here. I'm going to put it in the middle as well, so there's no problem with this modifier. I'm going to make the twist of the guard right now. For this I'm going to delete these bases. I have to put a few goods. Okay. I need to extrude some faces to make the twist. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select these faces and extrude them. You'll see the magic in a bit. Like this. And what I do here, well, first I'm going to delete the faces up here and on the other side as well, because they also appear there. I think yes, mainly because we don't really want to change the game too much with many high poly things. Okay, I'm actually going to, okay, I'm going to try and see if I can okay, I'm not going to delete the faces yet, because I want to make some edge loops here, so then when I make the high poly it looks good enough. As I said, this is a kind of a weird workflow, but so far it has worked really well. So what I use here is use Open Subdivision to check how it looks on high poly. So this twist, oops, okay, there we go. This twist will have the edges marked. The only problem we have right now is that I didn't make a loop on the sides. So I have to put an edge loop here and another here. So now when we use Open Subdivision, it looks quite cool. I'm going now to delete those faces I was deleting earlier. Oops. I didn't want to do that. Okay, there we go. I had some problem with 3ds Max. I don't really know what it did, but it just stopped selecting the faces I was truly selecting, and I have to select even more. I have no idea what I did. Is this string real? Yes, it is real. It is happening right now. Yes, you will be able to end them rightly with this sword, I hope. Okay, so now we make the twist. We use the twist modifier, and now we twist it. See how cool it looks? A bit more. There we go. Okay, so now is when we place it on the right side. I'm going to make it a little bit. There we go. Let's see if it fits the size more or less. I'm going to make it a bit more smaller. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to put it here in the right place. I'm going to collapse all. Actually, no, not yet. I think I'll have to make these parts a little bit more bigger, but I don't really like that because it will make the hilt too big. Maybe if I just... Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to make it more like this, because if you see the references, the hilts on the guard, it tends to be quite small, so that should do. Maybe this is a bit too wide. I mean, the reference of Oblivion is a bit too wide, so this should be good enough. Meme Boy, yes, it has a lot of vertex, but we will work on that later. Enigmax, yes, it will be optimized before exporting. Don't expect it to be like really high poly, it won't, don't worry. Now we're going to make this thingy here. I'll just make a box. I'm going to do the poly and put these edge loops there. I'm missing one. And now I will place the edge loops on the right place. Like that. And I'll select the ones in the middle and scale it a little bit. And also the ones in the not these ones. That's okay. So now we have a little sphere to put on the guard. Okay. Oh no, let's get to the pommel. Actually, no, I have not modeled anything about bone weapons, but if I remember correctly, they used some kind of planes and texture, so it was like the Daedric sword, and it put some planes to give the effect. Okay, the pommel is really easy. Actually, I'm going to use a cylinder with not many sides. Let's put it in the middle. That's good. Okay. I only want it like that. Okay. We are going to delete the faces, but first the sides. 12 should be good. And I'm going to make it like I did the guard. Do you remember I said about the mirror? I'll do it as well here, so we can have the same shape on top and on below it. And now I delete the faces below it. If I can select them. Okay, there we go. So now I select this border and I get to extrude it. Okay. Let's check how it looks in Oblivion. Okay, so we have like quite many circles. Around there. And now I'm going to extrude it up. And then once again. And maybe I can add another one. Yes. But only like to make it a bit more, you know, like it looks like this vertex is going to go a bit up like this. So now I'm going to weld this vertex and I'm going to delete the faces that I don't need. So now we are going to have which is very important, have the model and not have any triangles. Snark, modeling isn't really difficult for me because I'm a 3D artist and like I probably model once every day. Okay, now we're going to use the mirror modifier. Okay, give me a moment. I'm using the wrong one. Which one did I use? Symmetry, I think it was. Yeah, Symmetry. Oh, no, I didn't use Symmetry, okay. Oh, I'm stupid. What did I do? Okay, give me a moment, I'm going to fix it. There we go. Symmetry. There we go. So now we have the pommel, and you can end them rightly. I'm going to put this a bit more closer to the pommel, like that. And we will be doing the blade now. Maybe this sphere should be a little bit smaller. Okay, so the blade, I have kind of weird way to making the blade. but it works so far. I would show you right now the other steel weapons because I really want you to see them, but we'll see them later. I've done so far, for the new guys coming to the streaming, I've done all the ones that are marked with an X and the bow as well, and right now we are doing the last weapon from the steel set, which is the Claymore. I also have to do the arrow. I had done it, but I need to remake it because it wasn't really good. Okay, so the blade. First of all, I'm going to also import the steel greatsword of Skyrim, so I can make the proportions right. I had it here. References, steel greatsword. You have a lot of unused space on the hill. Is that intentional? It's not that it's intentional or not. It's that on the hill, mainly right now we are doing like a kind of low-high poly. Then we will merge all these meshes together and make the high poly. Then from the high poly we'll reduce the poly count to make like the weapon has around 2k polys or something like that. Yes, Asier, I'm Spanish. A milestone. You could try to start with Blender. I also started with Blender and it wasn't really hard. It was quite easy. Okay, so I'm going to move why does it have the pivot there? Okay, I'm going to center it and move it to our greatsword. Scale it a bit as well. Okay, so let's say the hilt is there. We have to make the blade a bit more than the reference shows. So let's put this here next to our Claymore. This song, it's called Tombs Unremembered. It is from the Imperial City expansion, I think. It is from the volume Music of Tamriel Volume 1. Okay, we are going to create a box again. I'm going to hide the rest of the... that doesn't matter. Okay, so first we want the blade to have the same size on both sides. I'm going to put the pivot in the middle once again. Robert, yes, I would be using Shivering Isles mainly for a few details, but not too many details. We will see how it works. I'm going to make a swift loop in the middle, so I can make the sharpness of the weapon. I'm also going to put this in the middle, like this. This is going to be very exaggerated because the OpenShift Division modifier doesn't keep too much the details until you make its loops very strong, so to say. Okay, we are going to make another sweet loop in the middle. Also, this has a very terrible color for this, so I'm going to change the material. That's better. Devs, this weapon is the steel Claymore from Oblivion, and we are remaking it for Skyblivion. This is 3ds Max, no, not Maya. And I'm using the student version because basically I'm a student. Now we're going to make a swift loop here. So the thing with this weapon, as you see, like, we are quite lucky because we don't have to do any weird stuff in the blade. We just have this detail here that goes down. Not like with, for example, I think there was a weapon which had it. Or not. Must have been another weapon I've worked on. But anyway, yes, we have to make this little detail here, and for that we are using this kind of topology. I'm going to delete this side of the blade so I can just work on one and then mirror it. Like I said, this is very exaggerated. Okay, this is in the right side. Let's check how it will look. It will need, as I said, more strong edges, but this is fine. You will see what I mean with this. So now we just try to get the shape right. Depths, the textures here, this is just a reference so I can model it on the right proportions, but these definitely are not the textures you'll see later. If you show if you saw the thumbnail of the video, that's the quality of the textures we will have. Okay, so when we get to the end of on the blade here on the point, we will have a small problem, but it should be fine. I've done so many weapons already, so many blades and swords, that I know more or less how to fix it, but I've always found the same problem, mainly because I make always the blade the same way. Sarcastic Ham, I'm going to try to make all of it in one string, so today, but I'm not sure if I'll be able. If I can't, I'll make another stream later on, maybe tomorrow, or we will see, to make the textures or whatever is left of the weapon. Okay, so now we're getting to the point. Usually I just do this. Give it a bit of shape, and then here we have to fix some triangles. that we will get. Here I want to take this vertex a bit more up, because I want it to be like sharpened and all that. Alright, so here we have to also get this a bit more shape. Let's check how it looks. Okay, it's going to need a bit more of sharpness, and definitely needs to be more like this maybe. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, the edge is more or less okay. I'm going to delete the police here. Given the choice between a high quality mesh with no normal mapping or parallax, or low quality mesh with highly detailed normal mapping and parallax, which would you choose? Well, for Skyblivion, I'm kinda going for a low resolution mesh, like not many polys, but I try to make the normal map as detailed as possible. But well, it kinda depends on what you're doing. As I mainly do weapons, I just prefer to use a low poly mesh and then a high poly mesh to bake it into the normal map texture. Okay, I have to fix this one. Actually, I'm going to delete this edge here, so it has a better shape. And this one I'm going to move it a bit more up. And I'm going to delete this maybe, or maybe not. No, I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to move this. There we go. Okay, now we will make the symmetry. Oops, that was not what I wanted to click on. Okay. Let's see how it looks. Okay, the point definitely needs to be more pointy, but it looks quite good. Okay, let's make the point a bit more pointy. Oh, I have here. Why do I have another? Oh, damn it. Okay. Like I said before, exaggerating the low poly gives it a better result. We're having problems here. Let's see what is happening. I think it is this vertex here. Let's see. Why does it do that? Give me a second to fix this. Oh. Oh, okay. I know why it does it. Alright, we have some faces here. And this should be the problem. This song is... let me check. Aurel's Ascension from the Oblivion soundtrack. This weapon is the Steel Claymore. Oh, damn it. Okay. Let's see if it's selecting things or not. Have you worked on the Umbra Sword? Not myself, but I think it is done. Like, I do remember seeing it. Okay, this should be the good blade. No, it's not a mace, it's a claymore. No, I'm not in Barcelona. Let's put the symmetry again and try to see if it works now. Yeah, see, it fixed the problem. It was some vertex there that appeared from the symmetry. Okay, so now let's put, oops, I'm on the other side. We are going to put together these parts of the model and, well, simply do another symmetry. And the blade has to be a bit more. Give me a second. I have to put the blade right into the hilt, into the guard, like this. So now we use the symmetry and we use the open subdivision. Okay, so that looks good. I'm going to save in case this breaks. I have it. Weapons is still set on here. I make another folder. Do you feel about the shaky support of certain graphical effects with Skyrim's engine? For example, Skyrim Special Edition and Original not fully nor properly supporting parallax. Personally, I think some modders, well, most of us, have adapted quite well to such things. So, well, it might be a problem for some, and it might not be a problem for others. I personally don't really mind because I mod many games, so I just adapt from game to game and try to do the best I can. Okay, so here I'm making the edges of the pommel a bit more stronger, so I can have a good high poly mesh. As I said earlier, my workflow for the weapons for Skyrim is a bit strange, but as long as it works and the weapons look good, then we are fine. I'm not sure if it was answered in the chat, but someone asked if the Shivering Isles were being worked on. Yes, they are being worked on. Oh, damn it, I can't. I hate it when 3ds Max does this and I can't properly put the edge loops where I want. Okay, so I'm going to put another edge here. This part is a bit tricky, or at least that's what I found with the other weapons, because it seems 3ds Max doesn't really detect the edges of the weapon really well. Okay, there we have the rings. Have you tried to use Blender? Thoughts? Yes, I actually started all my modeling stuff with Blender because I had to use it for Fable. I think some others also use 3ds Max, but I was too young and I needed something that was easy for me to learn, and I found Blender really easy to learn. So yeah, it's quite nice for beginners and even for not beginners. I'm not sure how this is going to look. Let's see. It looks quite decent. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to give it give me a second, because here we have to make this a bit more. There we go. Okay. Going to put Open Subdivision to the rest and put the same material to all. Sync to selection. And here we have a kind of high poly version of the blade. I might work a bit on this. It seems like too squarey, doesn't it? Let's see the reference. Here it's not that squarey, so yes, let's try to make this a bit more. Okay, I'll have to delete again the other side. No, well, I kind of program, I suppose, but I don't really do it. I mean, I had to because of university. I've also done a few mods which had some programming stuff, but I'm not really a programmer. I don't really like it. It is a bit frustrating for me. I'm more an artist person. Saga City. I personally I'm someone who really likes the details. When I make weapons, I try to make them as detailed as possible, and if I can, also realistic. I love to put details like rust and hits and cuts and all that kind of things. So I quite like imperfection, if you mean it that way. Asymmetry to objects, I guess it can work that way as well. Like you put some rust or hits on objects. So I suppose I'm going to move this a bit down, like that, and edit this part. Saga City, then yes, I really love to put that kind of detail. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, I'm going to save. I'm going to delete the plane. So, maybe we should do the blade a bit more more long, like that. Now I put again the symmetry and the open division, and I'm going to collapse all, so I can merge it all together in a single mesh. Thank you, Rebel. I'm trying my best. Oh, also thank you guys, the devs, for being there and moderate the chat and everything and answering what I can't answer. You said the crossguard should be tapered a bit and be wider at the lower part. I'm trying to use some references here, for example this one. And there was another here. Let me look for it. Thank you, SKSE, and nice lean. This is the same one. This one. It kind of is. I'm basing it like these sorts. We will do now the low poly version of the model, and then whatever the other devs think and how the feedback goes with the weapon, I'll change the guard or not. So for now we have this this model, and as you see, well, the faces are okay, more or less. It is still too high poly for me, so I'm going to do a dirty trick I was taught at the university, and use reduce with Maya, which isn't really great, but you know, we are going to export it, and I'm going to export it on my folder of Skyblivion. I usually export it as OBG because it works quite well for me. Some people prefer FBX, but yeah, I guess each person has its preferences. So now we will open Maya and use that a bit. Carl on the country balls. He says, I'm honestly a fan of the thin crossguards. I also like thin crossguards, to be honest. Engine Max, yes, I have that problem too with 3ds Max, as I didn't learn it in the university. I am a bit weird with the shortcuts. With Maya, on the other hand, I have the shortcuts in my head, so we're waiting for Maya to open now. It takes quite a bit. Robert, yeah, he says, Maya, my greatest enemy. Don't worry. I also don't really like Maya that much, because it crashes way too much. Aislinn, yeah, I might do the Elven weapons as well when I finish the two ones. SKSE, you will see later that the weapons we have are quite a good quality. I think at least all of mine are 2K. We will reduce the texture size or not, depending on what it is said from the leaders, and yeah, check how it can work better. But we are trying to make as much detail as possible and as much high quality as possible. At least myself, I love the high quality and the details, so I try to make as much details as possible. Why isn't my opening? Where is it? Like always, you see, I always have problems with Maya. Well, I'll probably open it twice in the end. it simply doesn't open, or what? Give me a second. I'm going to try to solve this. Give me a moment. Here, do you think it was a crash? I mean, it doesn't even open. No, it simply crashes in the start. Give me a second. If not, we will try to clean it up a bit by hand, but the twist is going to be really hard to clean. Yeah, Robert, this is Maya in a nutshell. I'll try to run it as an admin, but I'm not very sure if it will work. Nope, it doesn't work. Great. Okay, give me a moment. I'm trying to fix Maya. This is why I use Maya the least as I can, because I always have problems. Any max? Yes, the pores of 2 and the texture has to be like squarey. As here, the thing is that Windows updated like 2 days ago or something, so maybe that broke the program, but I didn't have any problem with 3ds Max. Right now it's I have Maya updating. Freshu from Twitch. I'm trying to like make the weapons as accurate as possible when for Skyblivion, but we are also trying to make them a bit more realistic. So it's kind of both. They're Americanist. You say it's only in English, or even Spanish or German versions. I think we are going to translate them depending on how many are willing to translate. Probably Rebel can answer that better. Knight of Darkness. What kind of playstyle build do you prefer to play in Skyrim? Battle Mage, Illusionist, for example. I've always played either one-handed and shield warrior, or like a kind of hunter scout with a bow and a single sword. I'm using the last version of my 17. Asier, yes, I've played Morrowind, but not too much. Okay, now the update is installing. Maybe this fixes the problem. If not, we will try to clean it as much as we can. Promise we have to do the UVs, so. What mod did you make before? Well, I've done a few mods. For Skyrim, I made the Sabrak race from Star Wars, also the Sith Purple race from Star Wars as well. Then I made this weapon pack that I released not too long ago. It's called Kind's Breath weapon pack. It is for Skyrim Special Edition only. Then I also did a few random swords and all that. And for Fallout I made an AK-47 and a Dragunov. Is modding new quests actually difficult? I think this must be really complicated to do right, like picking up items or killing someone, letting a quest count and such. It is not really hard. Once you see a few tutorials and you try to do what they do, you kinda start understanding how it works. You make other mods other than Skyrim? Yes. I modded Stalker, Star Wars Battlefront 1, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Fable The Lost Chapters, Fable 3 as well. Well, kinda. It was really hard to make mods for Fable 3. Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, Skyrim, obviously, Oblivion, and the Skyrim Special Edition. And I think I don't miss anything. This update is taking too long. Okay, let's see. Do you work on original projects as well, or mostly for mods? I'm not exactly what you mean with original projects, but I work on a few mod projects. Also, I have a few personal mod projects, and I'm also working on some projects for Unreal Engine. And I also love Fable. Which Bethesda game do you like the most? Well, Oblivion or Skyrim? If Maya is not working, I'm thinking what we could do is go to Zbrush, make the few details I wanted to make. Then we could, yeah, because it's not really installing. I don't understand why. Then we could go into Skyrim, and I'll show you the weapons we have right now. And then I'll try to fix the problem I have and try to try to do a stream tomorrow or something. What do you do for a living then? Well, currently I just, like, this week I finished my final exams from university of video game design. So depending on how that works, I'll do one thing or another, but right now I don't have any job. Yeah, actually I was going to make some models to sell on Unreal Engine. I was going to sell the weapons of Kind's Breath, my mod, that weapon pack. But yeah, I didn't sell anything in the end. I didn't even put it. I wanted to make make them more high quality. Okay, well, I'll check. Asier, I'm from Madrid. Thanks, man. Currently, I'm trying to find work as 3D artist, but yeah. I do have a portfolio, kinda. I'll link it in the chat. Thank you, Night of Darkness. I really appreciate it, really. Like, not many people show much support and stuff for female modders and gamers. I think it's just a thing for guys. This is my portfolio. I just linked it in Twitch. Designated or fuse. I learned to mod by myself. But then when I finished high school, I went to a university. I think this Maya thing isn't going to work. So let's go back, and we will go to Zbrush. I hope Zbrush works. Indulgence, yes, I have studied. Well, not exactly mod related, because you don't really have anything about like mod related, but oh, I did export it. But I did study something about video game design. It included animation, programmation, 3D modeling, texturing, and everything. Oops. There we go. Give me a moment. Should be responding soon, I hope. A second. Always problems. It is like you prepare everything for the streaming or show something, or like in my case, I also make tutorials for Spanish people to learn to mod Skyrim. And sometimes I'm recording and things don't work right. Okay. It's working now. Night of Darkness. I'll try to keep the color of the Claymore like as it is in Oblivion. Oh, no, it's not references, it's meshes, weapons, steel set, Claymore, and here we have it. Okay. We're going to change the material a bit. Okay, so here we have the weapon in Zbrush. I don't like this material. We're going to use this one. Yes, I'm Spanish. Indulgence. I took, like, it is a new. I'm not sure how it's called in English. If you want, you can send me a message to Twitter or the Discord or here in YouTube. Kyle, I'm going to check. Okay, I see what you mean. I'm going to edit that then. Okay. Or try to at least. Oops. Something's taking a lot of resources, I think. Yeah, give me a second. It's going really slow, my computer right now, but it should be fine. Okay. It probably is because of Zbrush, but actually, you know what? Maybe we can do something here. How do you feel about Blender over this program? I started with Blender, and I kind of still have it like in my memory. I don't use it anymore, but it was really nice to have it used. To have used it. But as I used it to model Fable, and it was so damn hard to model, sorry, I ended up like really. But it is still fine. Like if you are going to use it to model, it really is good. You know, some people use it professionally, so yeah. Meme Boy, yes. The textures of all the weapons you see there and the armors, I've done them myself. With actually, I'm going to mask this with Substance Painter. I know this is not an arrowhead, it is the some details of the hilt of the guard. Sorry. I'm not too happy with this shape. I'm going to edit it a bit. Do you think this is wide enough, Rebel? Like, the good thing about the streaming while modeling is that you have direct feedback. YouTube addict. I'm 20. Knight of Darkness. I'm not very sure if we will change magic spells or abilities. I'm just working on weapons right now. Okay, well, give me a moment. I think I'm not entirely sure how you mean it. Oh yes, the model of Oblivion definitely had this. Like you see, they are more wide here and more thin here. But I wasn't very sure if I should do it that way or not. In any ways, that is really easy to change. So, like, I prefer to change that on Maya because it has a really good tool to change it. So for now, I think this will do until I have Maya working. Cartus, this program is Zbrush. I'm going to now go for the details I was saying. Oh, damn it. Okay. Give me a moment. Now I'm going to have to go from 3ds Max to Zbrush and so on. I have to put another edge loop here. A few more. Like, we are going to reduce this model of police later, so right now we don't really care about the police. I'm going to skip it. Okay, now I'm going to import it again. Okay, so now you see I'm subdividing it and it doesn't really move. Okay, so now we have a nice amount of polygons for the hyperlay mesh. Num, I'm not really sure which one you mean. Maybe you can say the name here and they can answer you. Okay, so I'm probably going to remake this part. I don't really like it. But for now we're going to give the detail here. So what I like to give, as I was telling earlier, I love to make details. So I love to make details of hits and such. So that's what I'm going to do now. going to take my tablet and if it works, yeah, it does work. Okay, and use Trying Dynamic to like give the weapon a small detail here. Damn it! I had this tablet configured for the old Zbrush, so now it's a bit weird. Like, I like to give randomness to my models, mainly if they are like swords and such. I have not really worked too much on... okay, it doesn't work. My tablet doesn't work, right? Nothing works in this streaming. I have not really worked on too much on organic modeling. I'm trying to get into it. But I still like to give a lot of randomness to every model I make, unless it's say that I shouldn't. The developers are moderating this chat, Enigmax. Little Fox, I'm using Zbrush. It is a sculpting program. I really like it. It is like Madbox, but different. Genders, yes, you can do a lot of edgeware in Substance Painter. I also add a bit there, like for small scratches and such. But here it's like if the sword had been hit many times in the pommel, things like that. The generators in Substance are really good, yeah. Yes, I'm making the steel Claymore. Right now I'm working with my tablet. It's better to give these nice details with the tablet instead of with the mouse, because at least for me I have more precision. Yeah, the player dropped the sword too many times. And the rings, I'll give a bit of detail, not too much. Maybe like that. I think here I'm going to work a bit with the mouse. Oh, no, I'm not. It's horrible. Siva, yes, we will be doing a stream when I import a model into the game. Right now, as I don't have Maya working currently, and I quite need it for the UVs and the reduced polygons, I can't really do it in this stream. But we will surely be doing it. Yeah, the damages can be done with the texture, but I like to add a bit of detail like this in Zbrush. But I don't think I'll be adding too much in these rings because like they wouldn't be hit too much if we're talking realistically. Okay, this one I'll touch it a bit more. But as I said, I'm changing this part of the sword because I don't like it. I'll change it later on. This doesn't have many pulleys, so I can't add too much. Give me a moment. I have my cat on my keyboard, like always. Okay. So yes, I'll try to do them wrap on the stream. Here I do like a bit more random because if you see right now, it looks really like a sphere, and it would be like it would have quite the amount of hits. This software is Zbrush. Yes, I do use Wacom tablet. Sadly, I don't have a Cintiq. I use a simple Wacom tablet, really small. Nothing too fancy. Poof cloth, yes. As I said earlier, if you were in the stream, I'll explain it again. I love making details. So I'll try to make a lot of detail in this model, like on every single steel weapon from this mod. My PC currently isn't really like something amazing. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I have I don't remember my graphic card, but it was a good one, like 1060 or something. And then like it will tell the Skyrim when we go into the game. And then my processor is it's not good. Basically, that's the thing that is failing me right now. I need to stand up for a moment. I'll be back really fast. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yes, Mr. Great. I think that's the graphic card I have. I think you Aislinn also love the small details. Oh. It crashed. God damn it. I was using Zbrush. And I'm from Spain. Well. I think we will be jumping into Skyrim, and I'll show you the weapons we have. Then we will cut the stream, but don't worry, we'll be working on the same weapon. Maybe tomorrow, but I don't promise anything. I'm going to close this. This is not the... I did not save, no. But it was just the small details on the metal, and anyway I'll have to rework on the twist thingies. We're all going to enter Skyrim. I will stop the music as well, or this will be quite confusing. Okay. Have it, yeah. I hope it launches. I also hope it you can see it well. If you see it stuttering or something, please let me know. Right now it's loading, so yeah. I also don't have the stream chat up, so... Yeah, there you see the graphic card I use. Right now the music of the game will be really high, so you won't be hearing my voice until I turn it down a bit. Yeah, Zbrush crashes so much. I'm sorry that my Skyrim is in Spanish. Well, kind of everything here is in Spanish. Is it stuttering or do you see it right? Please let me know in the chat. It looks good? It doesn't stutter or anything? Okay, because in my OBS it looks weird. Okay, so I'm going to pause the time for 2 hours. Yeah, this doesn't look like a good weather. Oops. Nope. And this one looks really good. Okay, so I'm going to look for my Skyblivion steel weapons. Here you see I have quite a few. Like I kinda have all but the Claymore. So we are going to add all of them. Oh no, that was not 3, it was 9. This is like the worst part, getting all the weapons in your inventory. It's like you have to press all the buttons constantly, look for the good ID, edit the old one, and such. I'm not very sure if there is a better way of adding so many things to the inventory. If some of you have seen my portfolio, you probably have seen the other weapons. Okay, so we have a lot of weapons. For a start, we have the steel axe, which looks like this. I think I might edit the twist thingy. So let's test it. This weather is not completely clear. Oh, we had one there. Let's hope it stays. This one is really good. Okay. So this is the steel axe. This is how it looks. I'm going to attack people so you can see the blood and everything. Well, there is no people. What's going on here? Oh, thanks, great. I was actually going to try to look for the clear weather, but I always forget. Like, I had it written on my table, literally, on my table. But I'm not sure, it got deleted. Okay, so this is how the blood looks. There is some kind of problems with the blood. The seams are visible, and I'll have to work on that. Thanks, actually, someone just told as well in the chat. I'll surely write that down. Okay, so this is the steel axe. Now we're going to look at the battle axe, which is this one. I'm trying also to match the colors, right? So they look like they are in the same set. I'm killing words just because, yes. Shuki, I use different programs. I use Maya, 3ds Max, and Zbrush. Thank you guys, I'm really glad you're liking the weapons. So yeah, it looks quite nice. Like there I have some problems. I should also fix those. I'm being shoot at. Let's now see the bow, which is what I just finished yesterday after I came back from all my work. So the bow, it took quite a while to import because it had so many problems, but I'm quite happy with how it looks. Maybe the string is a bit too dark, but yeah. I'm also working on the steel arrow. Yes, these weapons I'm showing are the ones that are done already by myself. How close are these to Oblivion? They are as close as possible, but you'll see now there is one which is not close because the developer team decided that a few weapons, like for example the battle axe, would be different because they didn't make too much sense realistically. Like for example in this one, oh, I'm having all the cards here. The head on this one was a bit bigger, like it went from here to something like here, and it was less wide. So we decided to make it more like this, so it made a bit more sense. And you'll see on the two-handed hammer. Now let's look to the dagger. This is probably my favorite one. I really like how it looks. They don't have a scabbard yet. Like the dagger does have a scabbard, I think, but it was a provisional one. Oops. What is this? I know. Leave me alone. Okay, so the dagger is this one. Oh, for fuck's sake. Leave me alone. Okay. So this is the dagger. I'm not sure if I get blood from the corpses. Yeah, I get blood from the corpses. So this is the dagger. We don't get paid from this mod. We are doing it because we love Oblivion and we would like to see Oblivion in a Skyrim like in an engine like a Skyrim. Yeah, these are new textures. When I'm done showing the weapons, I'll put them out in the ground and show you the detail they have. Oh, I didn't know that command existed. Let me try. It doesn't exist. Oh, I wrote it wrong. I'm not sure what is this doing. Let's check the longsword. This is the longsword. I'm also quite happy with this one. Maybe it is a bit long. And how it looks with blood. It looks like this, like really bloody. I've made these textures with Substance Painter. I'll check. I didn't know about that command. Oh, I see. That's really nice. Oh, thank you. I didn't know about this command. It's so cool. Okay, because like when I was trying to get this small, that short speed of the camera, I usually used a controller or an Xbox controller. Yeah, it is a longsword. I really have to make the size a bit smaller. Okay, this is the mace. The mace is really nice. I think it also had some problems. I'm not sure if I solved the problems with the blood. I know I had it on my list of doing things. Yeah, I seem to have done it. Give me a moment. My chat isn't. There we go. Night of Darkness. Yes, I'll drop every weapon on the ground so you see the amount of detail. Give me a moment. It's loading again. Yeah, if you're asking about the Claymore, I'm not putting any material on the Claymore yet. So now you're going to see the one that I was talking about, that we changed it a lot. This is the mole. Oh, this is the short one, the short sword, not the mole. This is the mole. It is the weapon that was on the thumbnail. So yeah, it has a lot of detail. Like, yeah, you can see it here. It has like all the detail I made in Substance. Let's check how it looks with blood. And it looks like this. It also has some problems for the blood, so I'll have to fix them as well. Rebel, do you think the longsword needs to be more short or not? And this is the short sword, which is kind of similar to the longsword, but it has some detail here on the guard. It also doesn't have any scabbards yet. And this is how it looks. Okay, let's get some blood. I got lost. Oh, there it is. And this is the blood effect on it. And that's all the weapons of the steel set we have right now. The Claymore will join this list. And also the steel arrow when I make it. Now I'm going to drop them all on the ground so you can see them. Oops, I dropped another one that was not supposed to be there. Where is it? I have no idea. Oh, there. I'm going to put the hat on so I have an idea what I'm doing. Okay, Rebel. Then I'll keep that that size. Aislinn, yes, actually yes. When I saw the detail that the sword had, I was like, I need to go into ESO and use the Breton symbol. So that's what I did. This is not supposed to be here. Okay. Yes, I'm using an EMB. I'm not sure which one I'm using. Night of Darkness. Do you with which weapon do you mean? That the fingers get into the animation? Oh, I crashed. Everything is crashing today. Don't worry, we'll get back. For some reason, my Steam was downloading something for my Skyrim. I suppose it was my save games or something. Yes, like what you saw on the thumbnail earlier, the weapon I shown earlier as well, it does replace the two-handed hammer. I'll check on that, Night of Darkness. I might have missed that. Yeah, I'm Spanish. Oh, damn it! I have to have to get the weather as well. Again, okay. This time, oh, maybe I have a save game with all the. Yeah, actually, I have a save game. I'll check on that, Night of Darkness. Thank you for reporting that. Yeah, I have. I just need to add the bow. Oops. I'm moving everything. Okay. Okay, I'm going to save again, just in case. And it was like this, or how was the command? Does anyone know the command of the slow camera? Yeah, the thing is that I don't have SKSE installed right now, I think. Yeah, I know the free camera is that one, but that one. Thank you, Arxie. I think there was NES. Noob. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Rebel. Okay. So the detail of the weapons is as much as I was able to make. Like you see right now, like even the leader has a lot of detail. Thank you guys for telling me the command. And yes, I have the game in Spanish because I'm Spanish. There are a few things of the bow I still have to fix. So yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier. The symbol here is the Breton one. Yes, I'm Spanish. Even the wood has a lot of detail. I try to make as much detail as possible. This is the short sword. And this is the long sword, I think, yeah. The wood have different colors for some reason, but I'll fix that as well. This is the axe. It is the model I made to enter the team. It also has that detail there. The thing is that I didn't know exactly what detail it was. Because like the Oblivion weapons are really low on quality on about the texture, so the symbol there wasn't really well seen. Well, here it is. The dagger, which is my favorite one. I quite like how it looks. Yes, I'll disable depth of field if I can. Actually, this. Oh yes, it does work. Okay, depth of field. That should do it. Pixel boost. Yes, I'll work on the fine steel as well. Okay, I'll just disable the EMB directly. Oops. Okay, we were on the mace. Yes, I made these weapons. This is the mace. I really like it as well. Like the sphere works really well. The twist, I'm still not sure. I don't really like it. I'm from Madrid, Andre. And this is the battle axe, which is a bit more darker. Same with the Warhammer here. I'm talking to both chats. I'm really glad you like the dagger. It's also my favorite. It looks like really nice. I like it a lot. And Warhammer. So yeah, these are the weapons we have right now. None of them have scabbards, except for the dagger, which has a temporary one. And yes, as here, I should. Like, you don't know how many accidentally screenshots I took because I was disabled the ENB. I'm glad you like the Longsword, Aislinn. And yes, it is really hot. Night of Darkness. Yeah, I wouldn't like to get hit with this Warhammer either. Like, on another weapon I made, there was this Warhammer which was so damn nasty. And even just making it, it was like, I don't really want to get hit by this. Oh yes, Night of Darkness. I'll check it. I'll check that out. The 200 mace. So the Warhammer, yeah. Oh yes, I see what you mean. Okay, okay. I hadn't seen this. I really hadn't seen this. Thing is that in third person it looks kind of better. Like not this finger, the index finger, but I think it's only first person. I'll try to fix this. I think I know how to do it. You like the Warhammer, Nishiluka? Oops. Oh my god. Oh no. I'm moving everything. Yeah, the fingers were there. I'll try to fix it. I think by changing the first person model, it should work well. I think we will leave the stream here, but I'll stay a bit. We can go around Skyrim and hit people with this axes and swords and maces. And while I answer some questions you have, like for around 5-10 minutes. So if you guys have any questions about the 3D modeling and such, go ahead and tell. Yeah, Night of Darkness. I'm also thinking the same. What is this? Bugs everywhere. I'll try to check that out and reduce the size. Thank you, Travis. Oh. Yeah, it has to do with the grip size. Thank you, Saffron. So my favorite is the steel axe and the short sword. So let's kill some people with it. I'm not sure if we can kill this guy. Oh, I forgot. Cheats. I love cheats. That might be it actually. As I don't really play Skyrim, like original Skyrim anymore. I think the settings are really low. Nightingale. I think someone said about the end of next year, but we don't promise anything. We are not really sure yet when we are going to release it. Dominic, I'm not very sure. Like I joined 2 months ago or something. Intensify. I can't wait either. How the Daedric weapons come out. I think the skills of all the 3 artists we have are really good. So I think they're going to be really amazing. And these guards are really strong. I'm going to leave them alone. Asier, yes. I also have that opinion about the Skyrim. Skyrim in Spanish. It sounds really weird. Damn. Marcus, there is different free artists, so it depends on what people claim. Like for example, I claim this steel set, so I just started working on it. I learned 3D modeling by myself, and then later on the university. Gorka, yes, same. Let's try out another weapon. Maybe this time the battle axe. Someone liked the battle axe. It has another problem. If you see here, there is a small square there. I have to fix that as well. Yeah, all the games in Spanish dubbing have the same voice as her. Yes, they really do. It is quite tiring. Forge, university didn't help me on my Zbrush skills at all. We didn't learn Zbrush, we learned Madbox, and it wasn't even like a lot. Marcus, not yet. I want to finish first the steel set before I claim anything else, and I want to make that the entire team is happy with the steel set before I pass to another set. Thank you, Flaming Turtle. Really appreciate it. Rusty Mike, we were just finishing the streaming for the 3D modeling for Skyblivion. We were modeling the steel Claymore, but we ran into some problems and programs keep crashing. So I'll just be a bit more here to answer questions and such, and then I'll leave the stream. And we will continue another day when I have the problems with Maya solved. Trog, yes. I think someone was working on the Dreamer set. Asier, when I finish the steel set, I'll go with the fine steel set. And when I finish without one, I'm not very sure. We will see. Thank you, Pedro. Give me a second. Once again, my chat went up. As I have two screens. Oh my god, Joe. You're mean, aren't you? How long did it take you to make the steel set? Well, since I started with the team like 2 months ago or something. Will the glass and Daedric weapons look like in Oblivion? We will try to make them look as good as possible like in Oblivion, but it depends on how the developers think they look. Oops. Great. Yes. I use it to use grass mods, but I don't really play this original Skyrim anymore. There is no donation link or anything because we don't really do this for donations or for money. We do it because we love Oblivion and we wanted to be in the Skyrim engine. I know, right, Galagax? Snark, no, this is not a special edition. This is just a Skyrim original with an ENB. Hergendy. I use 3ds Max and Maya for modeling. For a beginner, I would use either Blender or Maya. Yeah, Gorka, same. I'm not really sure which ENB this is. I'm sorry. Which weapon sets have been completed thus far? I think we have the iron set completed. Then I'm not sure if there is any other weapon sets completed yet. Oops. Do you think the Creation Club announcement affect your guys' development? No. We made an announcement about it. I think we put it in the description of this streaming. So yeah, I don't really think it will. Thank you, Snark. This kinda is double of me, or what? Are you implementing this via Creation Kit? Yes, well, we are first modeling them, and then we are importing them with the Creation Kit. Will the weapons break after a while? I'm not sure if we are going to implement those. Yeah, Enigmax, exactly. Yeah, Martin, I think I killed my twin. Let's see if we find any things to shoot some arrows. My archery is so bad. I've never been a good archer at this game. But at least I'm glad the bow works. I've been like 3 weeks trying to make the bow work. It was not easy. Chris, I think we don't have the Knights of the Nine weapons yet. Well, I'll answer questions for another minute or so, and then we will cut the stream and continue another day with the weapon when I have the problems finished. You prefer Vanguard or being a vampire? I prefer Vanguard. I think I've never really been a vampire, at least not on purpose. How big is your development team? I'm not exactly how many we are, but we are around 30 or something. See, it's the ENB kind of affects the lining, so it will look strangely with different ENBs, but it should work properly. Like, this still is okay-ish. I'm still thinking that the texture needs some work. We're playing Skyrim because I'm showing the near steel weapons. David, I'm not very sure if the Steam share thing works. Thank you, Andrew. Well, I'll save the game for the next stream, so I have all the weapons in my inventory. And we will be stopping the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to close the Skyrim. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be doing another streaming, finishing the weapon, because I don't like to leave things in half. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us, the devs and I hope you'll like this stream. I'll surely be trying to do more 3D modeling streams. Will you revamp the combat system? I'm not very sure if we will. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to see you soon again. This was fun. See you.